Hello and welcome to Late Night with Father Kelly. It occurred to me that other priests, other people have morning shows these days, but I am not a morning person. And honestly, anything I think of that's going to be interesting, I'm going to think of throughout the day. So I might as well do something in the evening so that, it's fresh. I'm not trying to make, because honestly, if I go to bed, it's gone. It's not going to happen in the morning. So, let me share with you, I don't know, what's on my brain throughout the day. So I was wanting to have some music to start this out, but my phone's recording, so I can't do that. So I had an old phone, but it doesn't work anymore. I was disappointed. Maybe I can find a way to have music in, so we have some intro music someday, but not yet. But one thing I was thinking about today, in Spanish class back in the day, most everybody had Spanish class at some point. Well, if you've gone to school in the last 20 years, you had Spanish class. I feel like I had it from, I don't know, probably third grade all the way through 10th grade in high school. And God bless it, we learned the same thing every year. Never really got past present tense verbs. And it not through any negligence on the part of any teachers, but if I'm honest, a lot of times someone was hired as a Spanish teacher because, oh, you're from a Spanish speaking country, you might be able to teach Spanish. But as any teacher who's been through teaching school knows, doesn't quite work that way. So no offense to any of those people at all, but the reality was we kind of did the same things over and over again. And one of the things that we did over and over again was have to say what we liked. Now, that's fine. It's a good way to maybe begin conversation. If you're trying to get to know somebody, you might ask them what they like, or someone might ask you what you like, and therefore you have to be able to say it, right? Me gusta, whatever it is. But the problem with that is that you didn't know very many words. And the odds of the thing that you actually like to do being one of the words that you know, like the 10 words on the page, were pretty low. So there was probably a bit of lying going on there. Not intentional lying, of course, but some untruth. So I thought, wouldn't it be fun to talk about the things that I wish I could have said? That had I had the vocabulary at the time, I might have been able to say in Spanish class. So here we'll start off with the basics, the normal ones, but then we'll move on to the ones that I wish I could say. You have the classic. Me gusta escuchar música. I like to listen to music. Okay, fine. I would say that one most of the time, but it's true. I did like music, but I owned like 4 CDs in high school, and there wasn't streaming music yet, really. So yes, but I didn't like go put my headphones on and just like listen to music. That wasn't like a thing that I did as like a thing to do. So it wasn't objectively untrue, but there was that. It's something that I did like to do, I guess technically. Another classic, me gusta ir al piscina. I like to go to the pool. That one got said a lot, even though it implied a lot more pool access than I'm pretty sure most of us had. I'm sure I said it sometimes. It was, again, sort of objectively true. I guess if someone said, "Do you want to go to the pool?" and there was one available, I guess I'd go. But like we had a pool around to go to all the time, so it was more of like I would like to go to the pool if it existed. That'd be kind of cool, but it didn't have the words for that. Here's one that I wish I could have said back in the day. Me gusta rociar perro en la cara con la manguera de agua y verlo en cualquier y correr vueltas por el patio. I like to spray my dog in the face with a water hose and watch him freak out and run laps around the yard. That's one that is definitely true now that I wish I could have said back in the day, back in ninth grade Spanish class. Here's another good one. Didn't quite apply then, but I think I wish I could have said it still. Me gusta publicar ideas novedosas en Facebook porque me hacen reír y espero que otras personas también lo disfruten porque hay suficientes cosas tristes y enojados por aquí sin agregar nada más. I like to post novelty ideas on Facebook because they make me laugh and hopefully other people enjoy them too, because there's enough sad and angry stuff out there without adding any more. Something I wish I could have said years ago, but it's very true now. That's what I like to do that now and give some interest out there that's not bad news or some things like that. A little bit of domestic ideals here. Me gusta plantar árboles y regar lugares desnudos en la hierba para que crezca porque es agradable tener un jardín agradable y satisfactorio cuando las cosas crecen bien, aunque mi niña es obligado a hacer trabajos tediosos en el jardín. I like to plant trees and water bare spots in the grass so that hopefully they will grow in, because it's nice to have a nice yard and satisfying when things grow well, even though my childhood self would have hated doing tedious yard work. That's something that I would have liked to have said back then, but I just didn't have the words to say. And finally, the last thing that I wish I could have said in high school Spanish class if I would have had the vocabulary. Me gusta lo que esté escrito en esta página. Esta imagen granulada de algunos niños jugando un juego, haciendo un rompecabezas. No sé, sea lo que sea, me gusta, o al menos diré que eso es lo que me gusta para que tal vez podamos seguir adelante y hacer un piñata, porque es mucho más divertido a pesar que no nos enseña palabras en español. I like whatever it is written on this page. This grainy picture of some kids playing a game, doing a puzzle. I don't know. Whatever it is, I like that. Or at least I'll say that's what I like, so that maybe we can move on and make a piñata, because that's way more fun, even though it doesn't teach us any Spanish words. And those are the list of things that I wish I knew how to say back in high school Spanish class. If only I would have had the language, I could have busted out with that in the middle of class, but as it was, no such thing was available. So maybe if you've had that same kind of experience in Spanish class, you can relate to that just a little bit there. I don't know what to do next. That was the only thing I had. So maybe I'll think of something else and post for another episode, or make another one part of this. We'll see. Thanks for watching.